Well, happy Labor Day, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Tori Brandt, and I live in Whitefish, Montana, and I am super excited to celebrate Labor Day just like you guys are. And you know what's so flipping fantastic about this business and why I love it so much is that we are able to live extraordinary lives, right? We get to work when we want, with who we want, how we want, with as much gusto, as much foot off the gas, whatever it is. Everything about this business is within our control. And so I was invited to a really, really fun Labor Day party, and I really, really want to go. And so the brilliance of this business is I get to record for you, and you guys get to watch it at your convenience. And hopefully, you're watching it right away because I have some really fun things that I want to do along with you. So, I will start with I have been in this business for going on 22 years now. So I can say that I have some knowledge, some wisdom, some experience, and I have never, ever fallen out of love with doing what I do. Does it get frustrating sometimes? Yeah. Does it get slow sometimes? Yeah. Does it get exciting a lot of the times? Oh, heck yeah. Am I surrounded by the most amazing people? 100%. Do I get to use the most incredible products so that I'm my healthiest, happiest self? Yes. And do I get to be a walking billboard for what an Arbonne person looks and feels like, what they act like, how they live? 100%. So that's kind of just why I love talking to you. I love sharing this business. I love being a part of this. And so this is Monday skills, right? So I'm thinking, what is my best skill? And like I said earlier, my longevity, my commitment, my passion, my stick to itness, I guess. There's a lot of things that I think that I'm really proud of myself for. And there's a lot of us out there that just have some damn grit and it's awesome. And people need people like you with grit and focus and drive and resilience and all of that around them. So you get to be that person and that should feel really good. Okay, so in my longevity, since it is a skills call, I want to help you really amp up your skills. And there's not a ton that are needed in this business. There really isn't. And we've heard a million times over there's nothing in this business that activity won't fix. And when I'm talking about that, of course, I'm talking about numbers, but I'm also talking about confidence. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about uh, uh, trying to think like, oh, I don't know. I'm looking out at the lake right now. I'm super excited to go out there. But I'm talking about all of that. And I know from experience that when I step out of the game and I just start losing my focus and I don't have Arbonne as my at one of my priorities, like everything just starts to go. And you really see it with your numbers, but you really see it with the way you feel, your confidence, your excitement, your passion, all of that. I that's what really goes for me, and even my excitement. And this business is so exciting and invigorating and all of that. And that's what it needs to be because when we are radiating that, we are so attractive. And this is an attraction business. And so, how do we get attractive? By our confidence, our energy, our activity, our accomplishments, and whatever big or small they might be. It doesn't always have to be a promotion or a bonus or whatever. It can be like so many different things. So it is fall. It is September 3rd now. Wait, or is it second? No, it's September 2nd. Anyway, I don't even know what day it's September 2nd. And It's the beginning of the month, and fall is known by all of us who have been in this business for a long time as the best quarter of the year. So this is when everything turns around. So how are you feeling right now? Are you super fired up about your business? Are you super fired up about the way you look and feel? Are you super, like packed calendar? Whatever. Probably not. I mean, the end of summer, we know what happens with our physicality usually. We know like a lot of times we lose a little bit of focus in the summer because there's kids home, there's so many opportunities to do things, there's traveling. It's really hard to not I shouldn't say it's hard. It's easy to stay focused. We choose not to stay focused sometimes. But this is where we're all going to get it together. So, I have some challenges for you for the month of September, and I am already in the process of doing them, accomplishing them, and getting after it. And I want to do that with you. And a lot of us have our 75-day hard, right? We saw that Instagram thing that I would love to just roll this into that because so many of you are in there already. Or by vote, we can start a new one, but I want to see what happens with your business. I want to start the chatter. I want to start the locking the arms. I want to start the cheering each other on and really build that team energy, our individual energy, and our bringing the focus in. And I know that when I'm talking to you, and when I'm talking with sidelines and uplines and all of that, I am just like, I just can't get enough. So here's what I want to do, because what I said was activity changes everything, right? So for those of you who have been, we're going to start with number one. For those of you who've been in there for a while, you've heard the term a million times of 6 for success, 8 to be great, 10 to win. Okay. There's so many ways to do this business, right? There's social media, there's one-on-ones, there's group presentations, there's whatever. And what's so great about this business is we get to take what we love and do it. So what I'm challenging you to do is to make 6 appointments in the month of September. But remember, 8 to be great, 10 to win. So if you really are ready to turn your business around and just get it like catapulting again, I would recommend 10. And what I'm talking about with appointments is where you are talking to people about Arbonne, not just posting on social media, not just casually mentioning it, whatever, not servicing your customers. We're going to get to that, but really like making appointments with people. So I'm going to show you here. See that porch right there? That's my next door neighbor. Okay, she was here for 3 days and we did not get together. We were supposed to get together and it didn't happen. How many times does that happen? And she came over, brought me these beautiful flowers that she was going to throw away because she had to leave. But we're not going to let that slide. That would have been August anyway. This is September. So I was like, I am so sad that we didn't get together and pick out some Arbonne stuff for you. I know you were super excited about trying it and getting your daughter some nutrition things for all of her gut issues. Okay. So did you hear what I said? I'm so sorry we didn't get together. I know that you were wanting to get some things and we're going to make that happen. So my appointment is tomorrow via Zoom. She lives in Washington, D.C., and we have our appointment. So it can be on a Zoom, it can be in person, it can be whatever. So that's one. So then I also just dropped off a primer when I was down in the locker room or in the ladies' locker room playing mahjong. And one of a client of, not even of mine, it was of somebody else's, was like, "Hey, you don't happen to have a primer, do you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I always have one in backup because I cannot live without it." She's like, "Can I get one from you?" And I said, 100%. Okay. That's not an appointment. That's not, but I did make one. So when I dropped it off just now, I'm like, Andy, hey, I'm like, here's your primer, it's $40. I threw in a hand cream just as a thank you, whatever, because her consultant is not doing the business. So I'm all in with her, right? And I said, I would love to have you over. Do you have time tomorrow to pop by my house? I'm really wanting to show you all of the new stuff. I don't think you've seen it in forever. And she's like, I would love that. Andy, coming over tomorrow. So do you see how that's an appointment? One's on Zoom, one's coming by my house. So my goal is 10 of those. Obviously, if there's a party, like I love hosting parties. I love having people at my home. I love getting all my stuff out, whatever. Then you can do more than so an appointment is when you're talking to someone. So you could talk to 5 at once, still one appointment though, because it's one time. That's what I challenge you to do. And I'm telling you, you will feel so excited when you start getting new PCs, people on new products, putting in orders, just expanding it. And that will help get your mojo going. The second thing I challenge you to do is reach out, however you do. I think people love, a lot of times, I may be lying, but love to talk with me, but not everybody does. And a lot of you guys don't like to make phone calls. So, whatever it is, I challenge you to reach out to every single PC, VIP, wholesale consultant, and consultant in the month of September, and just do a catch up. How are you doing? So it'd be a text, via voice text, project. I don't care what you do, but an individual, like, hey, how you doing? And just make this September the month that you reconnect with every single person who's already in your Arbonne world. So look at your team reports. That's the easiest way. Team reports, go through and make some kind of reach out and just connect with them and get them seeing your face again or hearing your voice or whatever it is. You can invite them over. There's so many things you can do with that. You can invite them over for a preferred client open house. You can tell them personally that their renewal is due. You can, tell them they have a free product, but I really challenge you. I think that we've gotten away from, I know that I'm guilty of it, of thinking we're talking to people because we're posting on social media. They're seeing what we're doing. I'm seeing what they're doing, but losing that connection, and people want connection. That's how they're going to pick Arbonne over something they're going to get at Sephora or online, anything like that. So that's the second thing I challenge you to do in September. Do you see these are easy? It's not like get 5 new PCs. It's not get a new consultant or whatever. But in that, let me go back a little bit. I want to go back to that making appointments. You guys, this business is so ridiculously awesome and life-changing for people. Whether you are struggling or you think you're struggling or your passion's not there, that's take that out. You guys go change some lives. Let people have experiences they could never have. Help them have the opportunity to earn trips, have the opportunity to achieve, have the opportunity to make some money, big money, little money, whatever. So when you're talking to people and making those appointments, talk about the business. I'm like, this is what gives us the life, not some protein powder, right? Okay, so we're going to do that. And then the third thing, because we all have to get a little bit better on social media. Some of us are really good. Some people put in the time. Some people have built a following, all of that. But I challenge each one of us to pick one thing. So whether it's the 7-day fresh start, it could be a 30-day to healthy living. It could be our new derm results that just launched. It could be our derm results advanced. It could be, whatever it is. Whatever. Pick something. And for the month of September, make yourself seen and known on social media and with your clients for that. So what I mean by that is, let's just easily say the 7-day fresh start. You guys, that thing is so awesome. I can't even stand it. It's so awesome. It's so easy. The price point's amazing. But so's a 30-day to healthy living. People are done with summer. They're ready to get their habits back on track. Can talk about the gluten-free and the dairy, whatever, right? But have them going through it with you. And watching you do it. So that's you doing it, showing them you're doing it, and get your creative juices going. This is the time to have some fun with it. Get clients that there's a old consultant that just posted her results on our team page about her 7-day fresh start. And so I'm taking that picture. She's a client of mine. It doesn't matter, just showing people how it's going through. When I was doing the 7-day, when they were doing it with me online, I sold so many. And now it's time for me. I had to let a month go by because we can only do it once a month. It's time for me to start again and do another one. And I'm going to do it about getting ready for my 40-year high school reunion, and getting my fresh start before I go. So, and I think that's going to be a fun spin of getting my healthy on and looking my best before I get there. And then also showing y'all's pictures, and your testimonials and all the testimonials that I've gotten or I need to reach out and get from the people who have done it. And that's going to be my play through September. So those are the things I challenge you to do. And I bet you that when you are executing all of these, right? And you are posting to the group about the results you're getting, I think it's going to add so much energy. So the skills that I think are so important to this business, for the longevity of your business, for the growth of your business, for the fun of your business, is being with people. So get yourself off that island if you're on it. Get yourself off, lock arms with your teammates. They don't have to be your downline, sideline, upline, other teams completely, but getting the energy of people. So being with people, and being in activity, actually doing things that's what we're supposed to do, is let people know that Arbonne exists, number one, recommend products that are gonna, or the business that, or programs that are going to help them achieve what they want to achieve in their life. So how are we going to do that if we're not talking to people, right? And then so being with people, um doing the do, and then sharing and celebrating our little wins, our huge wins, whatever. I want to see the chatter go. So with that, I'm going to send you off on September. I want you to have the most amazing start to the fall thing. Oh, that's the last thing, is when you have all of this momentum building and all of these, reconnection with clients, you are 100% set up for when the holiday products drop. Do not wait for the holiday products to drop, because you want all your clients engaged. You want them, when those drop and you get to order them on day number 1, you can put them to work immediately. So I bid you farewell. I'm so glad I got to talk to you. I wish I could have seen your faces today, but I know everybody has amazing plans for tonight and this afternoon. So I cannot wait to share all the fun with you guys. So thanks for watching and have a good Labor Day. Bye.